Go.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for this week's episode of Beers and Beards. I am your host, the Beard Boy, Jeremy Wiseman, and to my right is Mike Wilson. And on this show, we start every episode with a shotgun.
I mirrored my screen, so like my camera, so now it's not this way anymore. It's this way. Oh, no, you're fine. I changed
cheers.
Everything. Cheers, bud. I couldn't pop my top, which is a large issue.
All right, man. Sweet. So what episode is this now? This is week 7, huh?
I have no idea. I didn't number anything.
Yeah, this is 7. And that's including our pilot, which was just USA compared to the world. But all right, week 7. We're drinking in Wisconsin. This week. For those of you joining for the first time, we are going to drink a beer from Wisconsin, talk about it for a few minutes, and compare Wisconsin to the rest of the country, and ultimately determine how drunk they are. I've got some fun stats that we'll go through, but first, let's talk a little bit about the beer. Now, this one is a beer that I actually picked up from this brewery.
Oh, you were at the brewery. I was going to ask if you were at the brewery or not.
Yes. So, and I'm going to pretend I already had this open because I knew what I was doing.
I didn't have that.
So, Milwaukee Brewing Company. It's obviously in Milwaukee.
Are we popping?
Oh, yeah, let's do this.
Milwaukee. I'm not trying to step on no one's.
Yeah, no, let's do this.
You got to hold it a little higher if you want to show off your bottle opener. Mine sucks.
Yeah, mine's awesome. Ready for this? Shit goes flying.
Mine was a gift that I cherish.
Yeah, that thing sucks. I got it for you, and it also sucks. So this week we're gonna drink. It's a Russian Imperial Stout. It's a barrel-aged beer, very different from what we've had so far. And it's called Recombobulation. And again, it's from Milwaukee Brewing Company. Let's taste it, and then we can talk about the brewery for a few minutes. You probably got a lot of head on that now, right?
Yeah, I got a decent head going on over here.
All right, first sip.
Can I just say how happy I am that it's not an IPA?
I know you are happy.
Hey, right away the smell.
Yeah, it's sweet. Okay, so it's Russian Imperial Stout, which is among the heaviest of the beers, both in weight and alcohol percentage. I don't have the information yet, but I will in a moment. They got a lot of like, not weird, but like polished. There's a lot of flavor going on.
Yeah.
A lot of flavors. I have a
citrus happy.
I don't
snake
know.
Oil.
Where are you saying that?
mkbrewery.com.
Oh, you're already there. Okay.
What are we doing here?
I'm tasting like cherries or something. I don't know. It's strange, but oh yeah. So they've got snake oil. It's one of their beers. Milwaukee Brewing Company, they've got all kinds of cool stuff. Their flagship is the MKE IPA, and that's what you'd expect in an IPA. It'd be similar to getting, like a Bell's Two Hearted or a Anti-Hero from Revolution. It's just their regular run-of-the-mill IPA, and it's good.
I can't find
what other
this
ones
beer.
did I try?
I can't find this beer on their website.
Well, it's a limited release.
All right, so that makes sense.
It might not be. Yeah, I'm not going to have more information other than that. So, yeah, I was here a couple months ago. Michelle surprised me with a trip to Milwaukee where we we were able to party with Cody and Danny up there, and this was the first stop of the weekend. Was a brew tour here. So these tours are awesome. I know I've talked to you about it before, but it was $10, and it's a 2.5 hour tour. But you can get there an hour early and start drinking. So it's my timing might be wrong, but it's about 2 hours of all you can drink for $10. They give you a cool little pint glass, and they do a tour. And it's a lot of fun. The environment's really cool. It's a big warehouse kind of feel. They're really set up for some really awesome tours. And they actually use a lot of the facilities from the original Pabst brewing for distribution and actually making the beer. So if you go on a tour, they've got the original light up neon PBR sign that used to hang in front of the facility. It's just in the back of their brewery. It's really cool.
If you didn't take a picture with that, you're a fool.
Well, I mean, you can't go down there, but I know I took some pictures. I know I took some pictures, but I'm unprepared and didn't get them ready.
I'll say this about brewery tours, and it's true for any tour. Like, obviously, the guide makes or breaks the tour. If you have Johnny Be Good going, this is the brewery and these are the beers. But if you have that guy, you know, that makes it. I don't like. It's fun to hear like the history facts about the brewery and everything. But some people get way too much into it, and it's just like, bro, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to have 4 more beers, and I'm not going to remember any of this. Just play the hits.
So, I had an issue because, well, I'd already been drinking heavily before the tour started, and this is like This is a 3 p.m. tour on a Friday, and so Danny and his girlfriend Jen got there right before the tour started. So I was like talking with them as the tour was starting, and then apparently I didn't shut up, and I kept talking through it. And I actually got yelled at by the tour guide. He's like, "Hey man, what do you think? Eyes and ears up here. What do you think, bud?" And yeah, I felt really bad. I've never been called out like that, but it was actually pretty cool. They told you a little bit about the beer making process, you know, like the 4 main ingredients in every beer.
Yeah, that's cool, but it's just like, give me the hits.
And it was videos, man.
And get the hell out of there, right? Like
the guy talked. He was kind of a douche, and just this big, like, I don't know, kind of like Kyle Crown in 10 years maybe, but just this big old fucking dude who was really loud and while he was talking. But yeah, I mean, the tour was queued up with a couple 15-minute videos, so that was cool.
And who you're with matters a lot too. If who you're with doesn't give a fuck, it ruins the tour.
Right. And I didn't give a fuck, so I ruined the tour. But but I did get a cool T-shirt. You can actually.
Oh yeah.
Milwaukee Brewing Company. On the back, it's got the 4 ingredients that make up beer. Do you know what those 4 ingredients are that make up all beers?
Water, hops,
yes.
wheat.
Yes. Wheat is not. No.
Water, hops, yeast.
Yeast.
And corn.
Malt. I think that's right. I gotta fact check myself real quick.
This is like a Region Degenerate show. You're just shooting from the hip.
4 ingredients in beer. Yeah, that's totally right, dude. Totally. No one's gonna check me anyways.
No. It's only 2 people.
Grain, yeah. Oh, so it's grain, hops, yeast, and water. I think malt and grain fall into the same. Anyways, yeah,
Corn's
I think you probably were closer than I was. So is wheat. I'll just fuck off. Anyways, yeah, so 4 ingredients and stuff. The tour. I had already done the tour. I just knew that it was all you can drink for 2 hours for $10, and that's why we did it.
Yeah, I'll just be here. You guys go ahead.
But I actually did enjoy my time at the actual bar before it all started. The bartender was awesome. He's from Australia. I actually exchanged contact information. I was going to have him on the show, but I didn't feel like reaching out, I guess.
I did that in Sam Adams. I think Amanda was her name. She's going to come on for the Sam Adams or for the Boston show. Speaking
Yeah,
of
it was
speaking of Boston, could I be any more ready for opening day? Come on,
yeah, no
son.
kidding. Yeah, no kidding. And yeah, so it was him and his wife. I had a really cool time. He's from Australia. She's from Chicago. It was really fun talking with them. And then the tour guide was a douche.
You'll have that.
But yeah, I had a good time there. So we're drinking Recombobulation Russian Imperial Stout, bourbon barrel aged. I think this is over 10%.
I was just looking.
It doesn't say on the bottle, I bet if we type in the name of the beer, it'll come up. But I don't know. Oh, for sure we'd be able to find it quicker. Recombab. How do you spell this?
So your trip to Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, was a hit.
Yes, absolutely.
It was just you and Michelle.
So it was Michelle and I, and then obviously Cody lives there, so it's Cody and Gretchen, and then he's still with Gretchen, and
big
then
shout out to Gretchen, by the way. I love Gretchen.
Yeah, Gretchen's a lot of fun, and she tolerates Cody.
That's the biggest part.
Yeah, that's more important. I mean, she could suck, but if she tolerates Cody, she's cool with me. And then, Danny and Jen drove all the way over from Lansing, Michigan to join us. And it was just a weekend of beer and partying and food, and it was just a really good time. Just like a typical weekend. Like, we used to always go to Milwaukee and do this shit. It's just, before we'd stay out till 3 a.m. at the bars and then wake up for lunch. But now we wake up for breakfast and we only stay out till like midnight.
Because you're adults. Welcome to
this
30.
This is 30.
This is 30.
But yeah, man, it was super cool weekend. Walking the streets of Milwaukee. It was 20 degrees or whatever. But I had a lot of fun. It was really cool. Everything was just top notch.
I don't know what that life's like anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, like you forgot. Yeah.
Hey, Julie made me something before you get into your stats about Milwaukee drinking.
Dude, that is tight.
Have I shown you this koozie yet? I got this at Brewmate. It's got, so this is a short can in a tall bottle. It's not the one that fits all the cans. There's an ice brick in the bottom.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's got a little.
So if you want to do it with a pint, you just take the brick out.
Yeah, and then you just put a big boy in there.
Nice.
And then
that's cool, man.
Pint goes in there, and this little ring holds your beer. If you want to ditch all of this, I don't have it with me, but there's a tumbler top, and I drink my coffee out of this in the morning.
Nice.
Coffee in the morning, I come home, rinse it out, I go whop, 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 and I'm ready to drink, baby.
Yeah, I'm just that guy that uses 4 Yetis every day. I don't know, man. Bougie bitch over here.
I'm not going to pretend
that's awesome, man.
I'm not going to pretend like this was cheap.
No, I bet it wasn't.
30,
I know Brewmate's
$35
pretty cool.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's a little more than the koozie would have been, but on par with what the tumblers and everything are.
Mm-hmm.
Also, before it sneaks up on us, we have a timer that's going in Mike's background. So at some point we're going to randomly hear a timer and we're going to have a shotgun. So if you see that happen and we scramble for beers, that is why. That's what's going on here, folks. All right. So yes, Wisconsin. I think everyone, to our hundreds of listeners, I think they would all agree that Wisconsin's a pretty drunk state, right?
I would venture to say this is top 50.
Yes. Yeah, top 50. Yeah. That's pretty good. I was thinking 50%, but no, you just said 50. Boy, that's good. The dad joke section's later, bud. But, all right, so let's run through these stats, and then we can talk about some cool things that came from Wisconsin, get on with some dad jokes, and wrap it up, man. Let's hit it. Okay, so for our first-time listeners, we are going to compare 5 stats. The first is the amount of Wisconsin residents that are regular drinkers, and we're going to compare that to the national average. And then it goes alcohol consumption, which is the units of gallons per person per year. And then binge drinkers, the percentage of regular drinkers that binge drink, which is 5+ beverages in one sitting for men and 4+ for women. And then we're going to talk about the percent change over the past 10 years. So we know if they're drinking more or less than they were 10 years ago. And then, of course, craft breweries, which are in the unit of per 100,000 drinking age adults. So we got some cool things, and let's run through them. I think what we're going to do, Mike, we kind of haven't really decided on this. I'm just going to do it now. We're going to run through these 5 categories, and you're going to tell me if you think it's above or below average.
Okay.
That way it's uniform. There's no like, oh, what number do you think it is? But we'll probably end up still doing that at the end. All right, so first category, regular drinkers. Percent of the residents that are regular drinkers. Do you think they are above or below the national average of 56%?
Above.
Right, so they are well above at 66.7%. That's a pretty good number right there. And then the next category is the gallons consumed per person per year. Do you think it's above or below the average of 2.5 gallons?
Above.
And it is at 3 gallons per person per year. And then we're going to get into the percentage. Oh, something I didn't mention. Whenever we were talking about New Hampshire, they actually had the number 1 alcohol consumption. They had the number 1 ranked alcohol consumption in gallons per person.
New Hampshire did?
Yes, which was astonishingly high at 4.7%. So nearly double the national average.
Wow.
Yes. Okay, and then binge drinkers. So percentage of those drinkers, percentage of drinkers that are binge drinkers. So having 5 or more or 4 or more. You think it's above or below the national average of 26.9%?
I would say below.
You're wrong. It's well above at 33.3% over the 26.9 national. And then we're going to talk about the percent change. Do you think they're drinking more or less than they were last year? Or 10 years ago, I'm sorry. More or less than they were 10 years ago. This one's hit and miss. You don't...
So I wanted to just go more on everything. Milwaukee is drunk. But...
Yeah.
More. Yeah, more.
Yeah, so they do. It's not much more. It's only 0.6% more. And the national average is actually a negative change of 0.1% negative. So, 0.7% above the average. And then lastly, craft breweries. I think this is one of my favorite categories. And I haven't found any, any kind of correlation to how much they're drinking versus how many breweries they have. Really just haven't found any kind of pattern yet. But per 100,000 drinking age adults, the national average is 3.9 craft breweries. Would you say that Wisconsin is above or below the national average of 3.9?
Obviously, it's got to be above.
Yes, it is. 4.3. And we did talk about Vermont being the number 1 ranked for breweries.
I like that you have a little fucking chart there because I don't write anything down.
Yeah, so, really all I'm doing, I've got it all organized. It's good for the next 45 weeks, I'm just putting a number in what episode we have done or not done. Okay, so everything's above average, right? So now we get to the point where there is a score that is created and placed above or below the Wiseman line. And it's been described as like the Mandela line in baseball. Either you're good, bad, or you're not. So my number is either... What?
It's Mendoza.
That's what I said. Oh, Mandela effect. That's funny. Mendoza.
Opening day is in 2 days, man. You got to get baseball right today.
Dude, I don't know baseball stats. I don't fucking know that. I love to watch a game, but I don't know shit about shit.
You don't know fuck about shit?
Yeah. So the scoring system, there's really no rhyme or reason to it. Kind of like the QB rating. We just know that they're good or bad based on a random number. So on the wise ass line, this fell with a score of 224 points, which is above the wise ass line. Wisconsin, wise ass says you're drunk. And that's it, man. That's the end of that. I kind of want to tell you where these actually rank nationally, what the numbers rank, but I don't want to tell you too many. Just in case there's the off chance you might remember where they might be, because I mean we've talked about some pretty drunk states so far.
Yeah, we started hot, which isn't great.
No, we gotta figure out how to get together and get some random ass beers from states like Utah.
There you go.
I think you can actually get one from Hawaii. I'm just looking at the list. I think you can actually get one pretty readily available from Hawaii. I think it's. Anyways, that's not important. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I think they have it at Hooters. We might just record 1 week at Hooters to drink that beer.
Me and you both live streaming from Hooters in Texas and
from Hooters, from different Hooters. Oh shit! Yes, that's my part, man. Wisconsin's drunk. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it?
Not me.
I am enjoying this beer a lot. It's strong though. I can't drink it very fast.
I'm almost done. I love this so much.
No way. I did also just eat a giant bowl of chili, so I'm not doing so good over here.
All right, so we started this, and we said that something that me and you talked off screen about was drunkest sports fans. And
I forgot about this.
We really haven't done any states, surprisingly, any states that have sports fans.
Wisconsin has some sports, right?
Oh yeah, they got.
I'm just kidding.
Come on, Mom. Well,
I know a couple of them.
I don't know when you're joking about sports.
I know. There's those cheese fuckers up there.
Cheese fuckers, the Wisconsin cheese fuckers. I think I got my new fantasy football name.
That's what they are, right? Wisconsin cheese fuckers.
All right, I can't find anything on hockey, and I'm just remembering this as we're doing it, so this is all on the fly.
Okay.
The Milwaukee Brewers.
Yes.
Let's hope. So as we're going through this, I'm just going to say their name, and we can show the fans how sports illiterate you are at some point.
Okay. All right.
Milwaukee,
so I'm pretty good with.
It's going to be one of the major four, and I'll tell you right now, it's never going to be NBA because I cannot find anything on NBA drunkest fans.
Because they suck. NBA is the worst, dude.
Dude, I don't know how you don't drink at those games.
I mean, you'd have to, right? Maybe they drink so much that no one wants to talk about it.
So
I'd be interested to see WNBA stats because
woo!
Woo!
That's so funny.
That's a story for another day.
All right. So the Milwaukee Brewers play which one of the, let's call it 3 major sports now because we're not talking about NBA. They play which one of the 3 major sports? And go ahead. Baseball. Okay, so
I've been to the stadium. I went and watched the Cubs game there. It was really cool.
Worst stadium I've ever been to. Hate that stadium.
I don't have much to compare. I don't know. The fans were kind of fun though. You know, everyone's in the bathroom and oh fuck the Cubs and oh fuck the Brewers, and there's the guy taking a shit in stall 3 and he yells fuck the Cards and everyone rejoices and fuck the Cards. That's great.
Yeah, I've been to a Cubs game at Milwaukee, and I've been to a few. I've been to Milwaukee 3 times for a Brewers game. Just it's not my favorite stadium, man. It's my least favorite stadium, and I've been to. I think I've been to 10 stadiums.
I've probably been to 3. Yeah. 3, yeah, probably.
Is it your least favorite out of the 3? Counting Chicago twice, apparently.
Yeah, it's Chicago twice. I don't know, man. I didn't hate it.
It's my least favorite out of those 3, for sure.
I mean, I was drunk as shit the whole time, too. I mean, obviously, Wrigley Field is my favorite. It's just so damn cool to sit there and all that history. And it's so cool to sit there. I don't, you have to find another historic-ass park to beat that. But, and I know they're out there, I just don't know them. Yeah, I know that's one of them, but I've never been there. They've got some big green dude in left field, right?
Oh yeah, I've never been. I've toured Boston. I've never seen a game at Boston. Okay, so I don't know why it didn't play over the screen, but it definitely blew my eardrums out.
I've got a little icon up top that says shotgun.
Shotgun number 2.
Oh gosh, this is gonna hurt, dude.
Cheers, bud.
Cheers. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
I'm gonna change. I gotta change that to Turbocella.
Turbocella.
So the Brewers baseball team, do they rank in the top half or the lower half of drunkest fans?
I'd say top half.
I would agree with you. I knew the answer, but I would definitely agree with you. They are number 10 on the MLB drunkest fans list. So how many beers would you, and if you heard me start saying the number, I guess you already know, but how many beers would you say you consume at a baseball game? Considering that you probably go to drink not to watch baseball.
Let's see. If I get there before the game starts, I'd say a half dozen's easy. I'd say a half dozen beers is easy. But
you think you're drinking 6? You're usually big boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can take 6 big boys now if you can.
Well, I think there's a lot of factors, right? There's the pregame, which comes with every baseball game.
If you get there for batting practice, you can take 6 down.
Yeah, I would say so. If I go in the stadium during batting practice, I'd have 6 beers. 6 beers and 3 or 4 Brauers.
Dude, speaking of batting practice, when the Red Sox came to town for the White Sox, they would play a 3 or 4 game series. I would always buy tickets to every game, and I would always go. And sometimes I went by myself, and sometimes I went with somebody else. Actually, I don't know, Chance probably doesn't watch this, but my boss went with me one time, and we just got obliterated. We never watched one pitch. We sat in the bar the whole time and just fucking drank and just bullshit. And he wasn't my boss at the time. He was actually working for another company, but I love going to baseball games. They rank 10th. They are at 3.5 beers per fan per game.
3.5. I'd say that's oh shit. That's now. What does that say about the fans? Because there's some non-drinkers there, right?
You know,
I'm assuming
baseball is a weird sport because you have your purists that go and they're just like, baseball, no fun,
right.
Baseball.
The guys with the scorebook and everything,
yes,
right?
That was me for a while. I wasn't a purist by any means, but I loved taking a scorebook to the game and scoring, and I still drank and had a good time. But
yeah,
I just liked that aspect of it. I'm not a purist by any means. Bring me the launch angle, bring me the high scores, give me all that. That was me for a while. So 3.5 beers per fan per game. The Green Bay Packers. Obviously, you shouldn't get this one wrong, right?
They play soccer, obviously.
One of the major 4, we cut one out, and he still says soccer.
Yeah, totally, man.
So
No, I
top
know they're a football team.
top half or bottom half?
Top half again, I think.
Barely top half. They ranked number 15 at
And there's 32 teams?
32.
Right, right.
And they sit at 3.7 beers per fan per game.
Ooh, I think I would drink more at a football game.
See, I've been to 4 NFL games. Tampa, Nashville, maybe just 2. Oh, Indy, twice. So I've been to 4. And I've only been able to drink at 2 of them. And I don't put them back at NFL games.
Huh. I guess it depends on how eccentric the beer guy is,
Well,
right?
here's
Dude,
what I'll say about
Beer
NFL.
man, that guy. If he sucks, I'm not getting any beer.
I like
But
that. So here's what I'll say about NFL games and drinking. The stadiums are big.
right.
You better
right.
have a good seat close to a beer garden if you want to drink.
That's true. That's true.
Stadiums are big. When I went to Nashville, we sat literally as high as you could sit. And it was a fucking 15-minute walk just to get a beer. And it was like,
Yeah, that might change things.
I'm good, cuz. All right, let's get to some inventions. How many NFL games have you been to?
I think just one. I think I watched the Lions beat the Bears in Chicago.
Oh, you've been to a Chicago Bears game. Look at you.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been to Soldiers Field 3 times. I've never seen a Bears game.
What'd you go for? Winter Classic?
2 concerts and a Chicago Bears game. Or Chicago Blackhawks game.
Yeah, winter. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've been there.
They played the Penguins. They beat the fuck out of them.
I'd love to go to a Winter Classic game. That'd be so fucking cool.
Go. My company won ticket, not this company I'm with now, 3 companies ago. They had tickets and nobody wanted to go, and I was just like, what are we doing here? And
yeah, that'd be tight. I would really like to see that.
I wound up going with Kyle Crown.
I think I've been to more Blackhawks games than anybody else.
Oh yeah, I've killed Blackhawks games.
Well, I mean, still, I think I've only been to maybe 5.
Oh, I've easily been to like 20 Blackhawks games.
Not me. Probably similar numbers for.
What would you say your number one?
Or...
This is turned into a sports podcast, but what would you say your number one fandom is out of the 4? Out of the 4.
Probably football.
Yeah.
Probably football, just because I don't know. It's my problem with watching sports is paying attention to them. Right? I just get bored. You know, like I'm not gonna sit down and watch a sport. If I'm out with the guys and we're drinking and there's a game on, I'm gonna watch that game. But like, I'm gonna put something on Netflix before I turn on any kind of sports game. I'm not that guy, you know. So I think the Bears, just because, or not the Bears, but football. I am a Bears fan, but I watch more of a football season than I do the rest of the sports. Like I can't stand watching baseball on TV. It's too damn slow.
I hate you so much. I agree. It's not for everybody.
I played baseball. I did. I love the sport. I love baseball. I love sitting at a game.
I get it.
I love sitting and playing. Oh, hi, puppies. I love sitting at the game, but watching it on TV is just dreadful. I'd rather watch golf than baseball.
Dude, what are the chances watching this? Not great.
Can't be.
I'm leaving work early Thursday to watch the Red Sox game.
Hell yeah.
Thursday they open up against the Yankees. I'll be in the garage having a beer. Oh, is that Pepper?
We got a Peppy girl. She's going to eat my nose.
I was doing pole surveys today, and somebody built their fence around the pole, so I reached my phone over their fence to take a picture of the pole number, and a fucking dog jumped up on top of the fence. It was like, and I screamed like a little girl. And the owner
was probably a Chihuahua too.
No, it was a big motherfucking dog.
Next, you gonna come on now? Hold on 1 second. Sorry. Maxie,
It
come
was
on.
a big dog.
Surprise
I screamed
appearance.
at a girl. The owner was in the backyard laughing her
They're
ass off.
they're eating each other. Hold on, Maxie. Come on, bud.
Maxie Poo.
Every time he starts to jump, Pepper bites him in the ass. So yeah, they're just gonna do their thing down there.
All right, so let's get into some inventions here because obviously we don't. I told you we don't have anything in MLB, and they don't have an NHL team. So we're gonna go straight to inventions or firsts. I don't know if this is an invention or a first. You tell me. In 1856, Wisconsin is the home to the first American kindergarten class.
I don't know. I mean, someone decided that there needs to be school before first grade, and
I'm
that
not
happened
dealing
in
with these little
Wisconsin.
fucking rats.
Yeah, it's probably a bunch of parents that are like, okay, so they're old enough that I kind of don't want to hang out with them anymore. And then kindergarten happened, I guess. I don't know, man.
They're old enough to allow me to let somebody else watch them.
Yes, of course. I think that's a better description.
Number 2 on the list. So I think I'm just going to read these 7. I'll fly through the other 13. I have a list of 7, a list of 13. We're 38 minutes in, so let's kind of fly through this. Cheesy road salt. Leave it to the dairy state to incorporate cheese into their road clearing.
What?
So when they put salt down during the winter, it's a cheesy mix of the road salt. In 2014, a few cities started using a cheese brine in addition to road salt to help clear the roads. It says the drawback, apparently it doesn't smell the greatest.
Well, it's like, what were they using? I don't know. It's probably 6 or 7 years ago. All over the Midwest, there was a salt shortage. And I think it was like beet juice or something that they were spraying on the roads.
Yeah.
Like beet juice or radish juice. I think it was beet juice.
Which,
cheese?
In the Northwest, cheese brine, but you get it. In the Northwest, how do you run out of salt? In the North, dear pal.
Yeah, in the North.
The keyboard.
I don't know, man. That seems bizarre. I mean, literally, salt is the world's most abundant resource.
It's
like, the world will
stupid.
never run out of salt. Ever.
How many things do you, like, something happens in a day and you're just like, how the fuck do you let that happen?
I forget the number exactly, but it's like 1 cubic yard of ocean water. So, you know, a 3 foot by 3 foot by 3 foot cube has enough salt in it to, like, give the world table salt for more than a year. So, like, it's some crazy number like that, but we have an absurd amount of salt around here, and I can't believe anyone right now.
I don't understand. The keyboard was invented in 1873. He created the QWERTY keyboard. Have you ever heard the term QWERTY?
Yes.
The QWERTY keyboard layout in today's familiarity. This
one.
Yeah,
that's what, if you look down at your computer, you'll see the QWERTY.
Mm-hmm. I bet one of our 2 watchers learned something right there. This number 4 made me laugh out loud.
Okay.
Splinter free. What do you think my next word's going to be?
Splinter free underwear.
Splinter? You're so close. Splinter free toilet paper.
No way! What the fuck?
The first official toilet paper
I
came...
never thought that might be a concern. Like, oh, hold on a second. Let me pick through this real quick. Ah, shit! Literally.
It makes you appreciate the bidet.
Oh, yes. Oh, wonderful. 10 out of 10. Everyone needs one.
The first official toilet paper came from China in 1391, but toilet paper, more like what we use today, was invented in 1879 by Scott Paper. There's no way that's his real name.
That's not real.
In Philadelphia. In their simple paper-making process, Scott and other companies were using small splinters, usually made into packaged product.
Ew. God.
In 1953, Northern Tissue used a process called linenizing. Yeah, linenizing to make toilet paper softer and more splinter-free.
More splinter-free.
1953.
More splinter-free.
1953 was splinter-free toilet paper.
Dude, our grandparents were wiping with splinters. Like they
It wasn't
had to
even
be
that
careful.
long ago.
Dude, so you ever have those days where you shit like 7 times in a row?
Never.
And I'm sorry for the listeners. Tune out for the next 30 seconds if you don't want to hear this. But you ever have those days where you shit like 7 times in a row and your asshole's literally raw from wiping so many times? Imagine how fast that would happen in the 1950s.
1953.
It's probably one poop. It's probably one poop is equivalent to how I feel after 6 poops in one day. Gosh, that's awful. Like, what did they do? I would have just not wiped.
Hey, that's
I would have found a creek and jumped in it or something.
2 episodes in a row that I've cried.
Oh my gosh, that's awful.
Circuses were invented in Wisconsin.
Huh, that's cool.
It immediately says, okay, not exactly. So I have had 0 time to prep. I just literally Googled this and ran off of it. It says, okay, not exactly, but the famous Ringling Brothers started in the great state of Wisconsin. And even today, they're one of the biggest names in the industry. So we're taking partial credit for this one. So the Ringling Brothers were just born in there, or they started there, and then they got big somewhere else, maybe.
Yeah. But I feel like that's like a format for circuses now.
Oh yeah.
Right.
The Ringling Brothers 3 Ring Circus.
Oh yeah. Okay.
If they were called the Squareling Brothers, would they be squared? 3 squared circuses. Ooh, the cube circuses. The cubed brothers.
Circuses.
Would they have 3 cubed?
Imagine the like the lion taming on squares rather than circles.
It'd probably be a lot better.
So you would have a leash, right? Because on a circle, it's one consistent length that goes around. But for a square, it would have to be a distance. And like, oh, they're in the corner. I better give them some slack. Oh, wait, they're turning. I better drag them back in and then let them back out. Sorry, that was dumb. Go ahead.
Oh my God. So this is my second favorite story to tell about my mother. She just commented, they had a woolly mammoth. So I don't know if I told you this story before, but my mother, God bless her soul. So we went to the stupid little Shriner Circus in Northwest Indiana, in Hammond, Indiana.
No, fuck.
And
I've been there.
I'm gonna cry again. I cried twice this episode. Mom, Jesus, Mom. Okay, so they brought an elephant out, but it wasn't an elephant. It was an elephant in a woolly mammoth costume. And I shit, she's. Oh, it was the Ringling Brothers. We went to the Ringling Brothers. It wasn't the Shriners. It was the Ringling Brothers. But I shit you not, my mom looks at me and goes, Bubba, they have a woolly mammoth. And I promise you, it was near and dear to her heart that, Mom and Robert are watching this, so this is great.
This is awesome.
And I just look back at her and I go, yeah, Mom, the Ringling Brothers have the only living woolly mammoth and you've never heard of it.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny. I'm sorry, Bonnie, that we're laughing at you so much right now. Holy cow. Oh my gosh.
So every time it's a huge thing now, so every time we see she said it's a good thing I'm in Texas. She gave you permission to laugh at her. Oh God, Mom, you're a hit. The comments are rolling in. Robert said it was Ringling, and it was the Ringling in Chicago. It wasn't the Shriner Circus. Oh my God! And then, oh my God, that's so funny. Jacob, Nick Schmidt's oldest. This is Jacob. Chimes in with another. Oh, every time I buy a dog toy that is like a woolly mammoth, or we pass something that is like a woolly mammoth statue or something, I take a picture of it, I send it to my mom, and I go, "Look, mom, a woolly mammoth."
I love it. I love
She,
it. That's so good.
it was so funny because she was so sincere. Like, Bubba, they have a woolly mammoth. Like she.
I just want to meet the guy who
Oh
said, you
my
know what we
god.
should do? We should take an elephant, which is already
Oh,
crazy walking into a tent right now,
oh.
and let's put fur on him. Let's make him a dinosaur again. What the heck? Oh no, it's not a dinosaur. I was wrong. You know, they came after
I
dinosaurs,
get
but you
it.
get
I
it.
get it. I get
You
it.
get it. Oh my gosh, that's
Oh,
funny.
the the supercomputer was invented in Wisconsin. Chippewa Valley's own Seymour Cray changed the world in 1975 when he created the world's first supercomputer. 1975 is kind of early, don't you think?
So I mean, back then, like computers used to take up like an entire warehouse. It'd be like one computer. I just think of
Oh my god,
Hydra, right? The Hydra labs where they've got the warehouses that are just these giant computers. What?
I'm still laughing at mom. I that's like you carry like 10 memories with you, right? And you will 100% never, even if you have like late stages of dementia, you will never forget those 10 moments. That is one of them.
That's gonna be what you think about. That's gonna be your last thought that you go
One
back to. Like,
100%
my mom thought there was a mammoth.
on my deathbed.
You don't remember your name, but you remember that. And you're gonna tell the story, and people are gonna think you're insane.
That didn't happen.
My mom saw a mammoth.
That
What?
didn't happen.
Oh my gosh! All right. Oh,
Do you
that's
want me to?
good. What a good laugh.
So would you believe me if I told you the first automobile wasn't created in Detroit, Michigan? It was created in Wisconsin.
Um, when you put it that way, yeah, I think I might believe you. But
There is one of those inventions that is debated, as there were similar inventions before and clearly improved versions after, but there is no doubt that one of the very first mass produced automobiles was invented by, they went on, John Wesley Carhart. Would not have guessed Carhart invented. He invented a steam powered car known as the Spark in 1871.
and then, wow, how about that? I also read a story that there was the first produced automobile. And I don't know how accurate this is. This might have just been a bar joke, but there was the first produced automobile was on the road, and then there's a second produced automobile. And the first day that the second car was on the road, they ran into each other. the first day of two cars on the road was the first car accident.
Oh my god.
I don't know if that's real. I hope it is.
That's so funny.
I'm not going to look it up because I want it to be true.
We get it.
Yeah.
The tractor was invented in Michigan by not two brothers, but two friends in the engineering department of the University of Wisconsin, Charles Farr and Charles Hart. Usually when you hear of an invention by two people, their last name is the same.
That is fun. That is
I
fun.
thought
I like
that was more interesting than the tractor.
Yeah.
Kindergarten.
Inventors with the same first name, not the same last name.
Auto
It's like
racing.
the right friends. Like they're just friends. Right George and right left. You know, those guys.
Auto racing was invented in the 1880s, or at least discovered. So that's another one. Was it invented or was it a first?
Well, automobile. You said automobile, so
Auto racing.
I mean racing of vehicles was around in Roman times, right? Like chariot races and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking hundreds and hundreds of years ago. So someone decided, like, hey, you know what'd be cool? If we take these giant machines that can barely outrun a human and let's race them. That's what happened there.
The Ringling Bros, Malted Milk, the Blender. There was no. Ooh, this was a good one. The Turbo Tap.
Turbo Tap?
Leave it up to the college student at the University of Wisconsin to come up with a quicker way to serve beer. The Turbo Tap was invented by Matt Yonke in 1995 while he was still in college. The Turbo Tap can pour a beer up to 4 times the speed of a normal tap and produces less waste.
Huh, that's pretty cool.
This one was my favorite. I'll save it. Never. So, large indoor shopping malls was invented in Wisconsin in 1956. Zumba pants were first worn in Wisconsin. The Sleep Number bed was in Wisconsin. I'm going to fly through some of these. The black box on the airplane was invented in Wisconsin. The pop-up toaster. And then last week we had the submarine. This week we have the deep ocean submarine coming from Wisconsin. These are my last two. One that I really love, and I think you'll get on board with me, highway numbering. In the 1930s, America began to build a nationwide interstate system and was looking for a way to organize the thousands of miles of new roads. So they looked at a model invented in Wisconsin in 1917. Wisconsin was the first state to use a numbered system to organize trails, roads, and throughout the state.
That is pretty cool.
Do you know the highway rule? The numbering rule, east, west, north, south?
Yeah. Odd numbers are north, south, even as east, west.
And then this one made me laugh. So in the pre-show I said, these things had to be invented.
Yeah.
The grocery bag with a handle.
What's the point? Like, you just had a bag that, like, you... Okay, so I just went to the total extreme. So imagine you have a bag, and you put your groceries in it, but you can't carry it. So, like, what do? You just put it in a bag and you kick it to the car? Like, you just fucking yeet it to the car? You don't carry it.
This had to be invented. Like, somebody made a bag, and they're like, how do you carry it? It's like, just fucking grab it.
Yeah, just...
A grocer from St. Paul named Walter Dubiner invented the first grocery bag with a handle in 1912. Again, I think that was pretty late. He ran a string in a continuous loop under the bottom of a regular brown paper bag with the string coming out of the top of the paper bag to make handles.
Wow. You know what? I don't understand how... Oh, so the grocery bags were the brown paper bag.
It's a brown paper bag with no handle.
Okay.
And he, from what I read... One continuous loop went around the bottom, made 4 holes in, and it came off the top. So one continuous loop all the way. So 2 string, maybe?
1 string.
1 string around. Yeah, that makes sense. 1 string around. I get it.
Yeah, so if you picture a grocery bag, there's the loop on the one side, and then it just goes down and under, and then there's the loop down and under.
I get it. That's my last one. I'm sure there's a few other ones, but we're at 55 minutes already.
So the woolly mammoth was invented in Wisconsin.
God. Yeah, that's what I know. The Ringling Brothers have the only living woolly mammoth.
Yes. That was created in Wisconsin. The mammoth was. They took a deer, not a deer. They took an elephant and a water buffalo. And I don't know where I went there. Okay. So let's get on to the final portion.
Oh, God.
Let's get on to our final segment. I really enjoy this part. Anyone who's listened to us at least once knows we're laughing our asses off all the time. So now we're going to go through a couple minutes of trying not to laugh. But, it's a lot.
I got the giggle juice in me after Mom chimed, especially after Mom chimed in and was like, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I mean, it's perfect that she was actually like that she was on today. That's
So I'll tell this story another time, but that's my second favorite story about my mom. My first favorite story about my mom, if she's still listening, which I don't think she is. I think Robert's listening, so maybe they're listening together. My first favorite story is when I sent my mom a Mother's Day card. She hates that story. It's so funny. I'll tell that maybe closer to Mother's Day, if I
all right.
remember.
All right. I like it. I like it. Okay. So, dad jokes, huh? Dad
Um,
jokes. Let's give each other a couple one-liners and try not to laugh.
Robert's chiming in. Just an FYI, Ringling leased their elephants from the Shriners Circus. Robert's a bigwig in the Shriners back up in Northwest
Yes.
Indiana.
Yes. Happy. Are you coming to hang out again? Are you going to tell dad jokes with me?
Robert knows the Mother's Day card story, and he's laughing already.
Perfect.
So I
it.
know that he's told my mom, and my mom was like, "Fuck him, fuck Michael. I wish I would have had an abortion."
Dude, I heard her say it. That was her voice perfectly, man. Like,
He better not fucking tell that story.
although I hear her use that voice much more with Boner.
Uh-huh.
Matthew, you stop it. I hear that voice much more, but oh, that's pretty good. Oh, my laptop's falling over. Hold on, technical difficulties. That's the joke. My computer fell over. All right, so here we go. Are you ready?
Yeah, I keep saying that I'm gonna go back and look for the running total.
Yeah, me too.
I know everybody's busy, and I hate telling you that I'm busy, but
Dude, it doesn't matter.
sorry, dude.
We don't need to score. We don't need to score. We'll tally it up in like a year or something. Like, oh yeah,
I
by the
promise
way, you suck.
at some point I am gonna go back and get a score. The sooner the better for me.
Whew.
Not because I'm winning, just that's less history I have to go through.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah, you're gonna go first.
Sure.
I have zero prep. I'm just reading. I'm just gonna randomly read 5 off of here and hope they didn't get read before. Top of the first, Jimmy
Yeah.
Wiseman's up.
My wife is really mad at the fact that I have no sense of direction. So I packed up my stuff and write. Dude, I know that's burning you. I know that's burning you. I had to pre-read it 3 times. I'm crying but not laughing.
Say the punchline again.
So I packed up my stuff and write.
It's just good stuff, man. It's just good stuff. Hey,
That's a Hall of Famer. That's a Hall of Famer right there. That's so good.
so you have like a favorite comedian. Do you have a favorite bit? My favorite bit will surprise the 2 listeners that we have.
I can't think of one. You know, there's one that comes along every once in a while, and I haven't seen the whole performance. This joke has just come up before, and I absolutely loved it. I don't even know who did it. I will find that name while you tell me about yours.
So, have you ever heard of a duo? And you might not have. You might have, but I think if Mom and Rob are listening, they know who the duo is. The duo is named Abbott and Costello.
Yes. Okay.
Old,
Yeah.
like their shit is in black and white. That's how old they are. They do a bit called "Who's on First."
Yes, I've heard it.
That is my fave. Not only is it a baseball joke, it's an absolute crowd pleaser.
Yeah,
It's the
it's really
best.
good.
It's the best.
I've heard the original a couple times.
It's like an 8-minute bit, and it's
so
always
good.
funny.
Yeah, that was pretty good. My favorite, if you go into the YouTubes and you type in the Salt and Pepper Diner, this is a joke by John. Let's see, Milano, something like that. It's cut off.
Robert's still listening. Who's on first?
John-
That's a classic. Go ahead. Sorry, John. Who?
John Mulan something. There's a play button blocking his name. I don't know what it says. But the Salt and Pepper Diner. Just type that in. Pure gold. He's talking about they're at this classic. It's him and a friend at this classic diner, and they kept playing. There's a jukebox, right? You know, like old fashioned quarter jukebox, and they kept playing. They played the song, you know, that "What's Up, Pussycat" song.
Oh, I have heard it. I have heard it.
Yes. So they keep playing it over and over and over again.
And they play the what?
And then they play one song that was different, and everyone in the diner rejoices. Oh. As people before that were, oh my God, who's doing this? They're
John Mulaney. His name's John Mulaney.
Mulaney? Is that it?
Mulaney, yeah. He's hysterical. He's like monotone. Like he doesn't give any effort.
Oh, and he tells it's so good. And then after that one break, it comes back on.
What's new, pussy?
Wow, wow, wow! And everyone, that's my favorite. Definitely one of my top favorite jokes for any kind of stand-up comedy. It's just so good. So good. I've been a big fan of Nate. He's on Netflix. Really easy to watch. Nate Bargatze? No, that's not him.
I don't think I've heard of him.
He's also funny. Anyways, to be continued. Give me your joke.
I feel like I remember this one, so apologies if it's been said. Again, zero prep. What does a sprinter eat before a race?
You have said this, and I don't remember.
Nothing. They fast.
That was my joke.
It was 2 weeks ago. I remember.
Yes, that's pretty.
That's funny.
That's good. I like that one.
Did you laugh?
What?
Did you laugh? Does that count?
Oh boy, I think I did.
I did. Top of the second. That sucks for you, bud.
It's not good. Not good. All right. You ready for the heat? How do you get a squirrel to like you?
You act nuts.
You act like a nut.
Oh. I thought I had that one.
I mean, you did. You act nuts. You act like a nut. All right, whatever. Go on.
What do you call a poor Santa Claus?
I know this one. Sorry, dude.
Saint Nicholas.
Saint Nicholas, yeah.
All right, top of the third. 1-0.
Yeah, this isn't going good.
Not great.
This isn't going good. Why don't eggs tell jokes?
I don't know the answer, but I feel like it's something about they'll get cracked up.
Yeah, they'd crack each other up.
You're putting them on a tee for me, bud.
Yeah, as soon as I started that one, I'm like, I might want to skip this. Anyways, go ahead. These suck. This is the worst dad joke bit we've had.
Yeah, we had a good hour before this.
Yeah.
I don't trust stairs. They're always up to something.
That was my next joke. It's why don't eggs tell jokes? I don't trust stairs. It's the next line. Holy shit. Oh boy. All right, so I don't know what's going on. I think you're still winning.
It's either 1-0 or 2-1 if you count both those laughs.
Yeah, whatever. You're up one. Okay. What do you call someone with no body and no nose? Are we reading from the same list?
We are 100% reading from the same list.
I had it first. Fuck off. Nobody knows. This is bullshit. I quit. Oh my god.
God, I can't read it. My fucking eyes are fucking watery.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's not it. I clicked on her. I can't even see. Oh my god. Oh. Can you read that? I can't see.
Hear about my work accident where I lost both of my hands.
Oh, there's another one. I still can't see.
I couldn't put a finger on what happened. That's funny. I like that.
All right, can we call Wisconsin a tie?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my
Hold on, I've
God.
got one more though, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna shut this down because I didn't read any farther than the nobody knows. Oh
All right.
my god. All right, game time.
Did you hear the rumor about butter?
I did not.
Well, I'm not going to spread it.
Did we call this a tie already?
Yep. Oh, shit.
That's not even a dad joke. That's just funny.
That's so clever. So clever. Man, I like that a lot. That shit's funny. All right, yeah, we tied this week, dude. That's so
Julie
funny.
just texted me one.
What's that?
Do trees poop?
I don't know.
Of course they do. How do you think we get number 2 pencils?
I like it. I like it. I like it.
She has to hear us cracking up, or she wouldn't have sent me
I
that.
like it. She's got to. She's got to. And then I know Michelle's getting ready for bed because I just got this wicked draft through the room across my feet,
God.
so I know she opened one of the windows in the bedroom.
Oh.
She's getting ready for bed. We're screaming like idiots.
Dude, I have
Oh
not,
my
I've
gosh.
never cried this much on a podcast.
That is so fucking funny. Oh my gosh. All right, man. Let's wrap it up, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Any final thoughts, Mike? I know we had a lot of fun this one. This wasn't one of our better episodes, but holy shit, we laughed a lot.
Yeah, we stumbled through the first half. I don't think there was a lot of prep work. Oh, Jesus.
No.
She sent me another one. Just come in here.
Oh, I found the stand-up. For anyone listening, a really funny stand-up bit I just watched. It's by Tom Segura. Are you familiar?
I love Tom Segura.
He's really funny. But it's called Ball Hog. That's his Netflix stand-up bit.
I haven't
there's
seen
an
this one.
excellent joke. There's an excellent ball hog joke, and I couldn't figure out what it was called. I knew it had something to do with balls, so I literally typed into the Google machine on my work computer.
What's
Suck
up,
my balls, stand up.
Yeah,
Suck my balls, stand up.
Not
I
a
hope
great
no one's
look.
reading. No one's counting those strokes. I hope. Yikes! All right, lay it on me,
She
Julie.
sent me 2 more. Jesus, just come in here. What did the socks say to the pants? What's up, britches?
I'm so glad you didn't have that earlier. I would have. Wow.
She would win this.
That's
All right.
Julie would have won.
How do cows, or why do cows have bells?
I don't know.
Because their horns don't work.
Oh, Julie won this week.
Yeah, let's give this one to Julie. Oh
Yeah, the
my
record
God.
is Julie has one and we have unknown.
Yeah, who fucking knows?
But
Oh
Julie
my God.
is undefeated in her participation.
Holy shit.
That's funny. All right, let's get out of here, man. This thing's taking a while. But
112 to an hour 12 minutes to tell you that Milwaukee likes to fuck or drink.
same thing, man. I don't know.
You get it.
I get it. All right, dude. Yeah, this was fun. We definitely laughed a lot this episode. A lot of disorder. I'm glad we were able to drink a beer that wasn't an IPA for you.
Fuck. Hey, no episode next week. There she
no,
is.
I don't think. Hey, there's a Julie. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, let's take a week off. I've got a lot of shit going on.
I'll be pretty tired Tuesday.
Yeah, I know. All right, man. So that was a lot of fun. Episode 7 in the books. Wisconsin, you're drunk as fuck. You make some pretty cool beer too. A lot of good beer history there. That's all I got, Mike. I had fun. We'll do this again in like 14 days or something. What do you think?
Yeah, 14 days. Let's skip next week. Don't text me on Thursday. Anybody listen? I'll be watching the Red Sox. Won't be getting back to you. Opening day, baby. Go baseball.
Yeah, go sports.
No, if anybody's watching that cares about region degenerates, no region degenerates this week either.
Yeah. All right, dude. Yeah, let's wrap this up. Mike, it's been fun. Cheers, dude. I'm already off camera. Cheers, dude. Cheers, listeners. Beers and beards. We're out of this shit.